Good morning, everyone. This is Judge Kassan. Thank you for joining us today. This is the 10 a.m. docket on March 10th, 2022 for the City of Olmos Park Municipal Court. Appreciate you all dialing in. Again, thank you for joining us. We are currently live streaming on YouTube, and that's in order to comply with the open courts provision of the Constitution. Just wanted everyone to be aware of that. Also with us today is Mr. Dixon, who is the city prosecutor, as well as two court clerks from the City of Olmos Park. I'm going to call the docket here in a few minutes. So when I call your name, please unmute yourselves and let me know that you're here. In the meantime, though, just some few preliminary instructions, and then we'll get started, okay? This morning, this 10 a.m. docket is both an initial appearance docket and a pre-trial docket. It is not a trial docket, okay? So there are no trials scheduled for today, all right? If this is your initial appearance, I will be asking you how you plead on your cases. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you plead guilty, you're admitting guilt and you're asking the court to assess the punishment in the case. If you plead no contest, you are not admitting guilt. However, you're choosing not to contest the charges and you want to try to resolve them today, okay? If you plead not guilty, that means you are contesting the charges. And then at that point in time, I will have you speak with the prosecutor to discuss any facts that you think are in question, okay? A plea of not guilty, I will ask you if you would like a trial by judge or a trial by jury, okay? If you want to contest the charges, we will schedule you for a trial date. That will happen at a later date and time, okay? You do have a constitutional right to a jury trial. That means the case would be heard and decided by 6 citizens of Olmos Park. You can choose to waive a jury trial and instead have a bench trial or a non-jury trial, which means the case would be heard by me or the other judge in Olmos Park, okay? And again, we would schedule that for a separate trial date, a trial setting on a separate date from today, okay? All right, if you do want to try to resolve your case or cases today, there are some options that are available to you. If you are here for moving violations and you want to try to keep that off your driving record, the first option that may be available to you is the driving safety course. If you have not taken that in the last 12 months, you may be eligible. However, you must have a valid Texas driver's license and insurance in your name. There is a fee that must be paid for court costs in the amount of $144, and then you would have 90 days to complete the course, okay? Upon completion of the course, you would return the certificate and a copy of your driving record to the court office, and we would proceed with dismissing your case, okay? It would be closed out and would not appear as a conviction on your driving record. However, if you have taken it in the last 12 months, you are not eligible. If you are under the age of 25, you must take the driving safety course by state law. If you do not qualify for that one, you may be eligible for the deferred disposition option, which is informally called probation. It's an unsupervised probationary period, anywhere from 1 day to 180 days, depending on the violation charged. There is a special expense fee that must be paid, and then there may be some additional requirements placed upon you during the deferral period. Those requirements may include attending a course, completing community service hours, maintaining insurance, obtaining a driver's license, etc. Again, that will depend on the violation charged, and those requirements will vary from case to case. However, if you are successful in complying with the payments and with the terms of the deferral, the case would be closed out at the end of the deferral period and would not appear as a conviction on your driving record, okay? If you are a commercial driver's license holder, by state law, you are not eligible for the driving safety course or the deferred disposition option. If you are here for an equipment violation, maybe tinting that is too dark, an expired registration, tail light that was burnt out, etc., and you were able to get those items corrected, you may be eligible for a compliance dismissal with a fee of anywhere from $10 to $20, okay? We would require proof that you are now in compliance, okay? If you need a payment plan, an extension of time to pay, community service hours requests, etc., we'll be happy to address those issues with you here in a few minutes. If you have multiple violations or if you are contesting your charges, I may send you to visit with Mr. Dixon, who is the prosecutor. If that's the case, you will be sent into a breakout room to discuss your case with him. And please be on the lookout for a pop-up to show up on your screen, indicating for you to click that to go into the breakout room with him, okay? Questions specific to your cases, I'll be addressing those here individually, okay? Thank you for your patience. I am going to call the docket and then we'll get started, okay? I have Gilberto Abundis. Gilberto Abundis. Jay Brandon. Jay Brandon.
Here.
Okay, thank you, sir. Julissa Castro. Julissa Castro, thank you. Robin Cortez. Robin Cortez. Reynaldo Escobar. Reynaldo Escobar. Anthony Flores. Anthony Flores. Maria Flores. Maria Flores. Luis Gomez. Luis Gomez. Isabel Guerra. Isabel Guerra. Marcos Guevara. Marcos Guevara. Joshua Haynes. Joshua Haynes. Abigail Hernandez. Abigail Hernandez. Christopher Ivy. Christopher Ivy. Jason Lawson. Jason Lawson. Dante Martinez. I see you there. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Damon McAuliffe. Damon McAuliffe. Joshua McCormick.
Here.
Thank you. Justin Munoz.
Here.
Thank you. Janelle Patrick. Janelle Patrick. James Schumann. James Schumann. And Brenda Tristani. Is that okay? Thank you. All right, very good. We have a couple of phone numbers that were unidentified. Phone number ending in 981. If you could press *6 on your phone to unmute to let me know your name, please. Phone number ending in 981.
Hello,
Hello, what is your name?
James Schumann.
Okay, thank you.
You got it.
All right, and then the other phone number, 981, what is your name?
Robin.
Say again?
Robin Cortez.
Okay, thank you. All right, very good. Okay, let's see here. We're just going to go in alphabetical order in accordance with the docket. So first up, I have Jay Brandon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Let's see here. You have a charge for ran stop sign. How would you like to plead on that violation?
Not guilty.
Okay, trial by judge or trial by jury?
I think judge would be fine.
Okay. Very good. I am going to have you visit with the prosecutor this morning, and then we'll move forward from there, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're very welcome. Just look for the pop-up to come up on your screen there.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, next up I have Julissa Castro.
Here.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Can you speak up a little bit? I'm having a little trouble hearing you.
Good morning, how are you?
There we go, thank you. Okay, let's see here. You have a speeding charge, 41 in a 30-mile-per-hour. How do you plead?
No contest?
Okay. Then you have no driver's license. How do you plead on that one?
I do, but it's not active and it hasn't been, and I have reached out to try to, there's 3 of them. I got my insurance, I got my registration sticker fixed, and I got the insurance, registration. I tried to send an email last night.
Okay, well, let's go through, we have to go through them one by one. So you have the no driver's license charge. Do you have a valid driver's license, or did you have one at the time of the stop?
No, I didn't because I tried to get it now, apply for it.
Okay.
And because of Travis County.
Okay,
they-
there's a hold, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
so, but I have
Alright, so-
everything else taken care of.
okay, so how do you plead on that case then, the no driver's license? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Okay, then you have the other one for failed or displayed expired registration. How do you plead on that one?
Guilty, and I took care of that.
Okay, and were you able to send us a copy of that by email? Of the
I
receipt?
tried it. I tried twice and it said queued, so I can bring it in person and drop it off.
Okay, so you did get the registration taken care of.
Yes, and I sent an email, but I'm not sure if you guys got it, but it said queued, whatever queued means.
Okay,
So I'm assuming that it wasn't received, but I can bring it in person.
okay, so if the registration checks out and was properly
I'll do
obtained,
it too.
then it's a $20 fee, okay?
I
but-
paid the fee already, everything.
Say again?
I paid the fee at the.
Right, but there's a separate court fee that must be paid because of the
Oh.
traffic ticket, okay? All right, so again, just bring a copy to the court and then it should be a $20 dismissal fee, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. All right, so then you have the no driver's license and then the speeding charge, okay? So no driver's license because there's a hold, right?
At Travis County, yes, I tried to reach out to them, because I live here in San Antonio,
Okay,
but it's gonna take a little bit process to have to go down there and.
right, and take care of that. Okay, so what did you want to do on these two? Did you just want to pay these out? Get some sort of payment plan or?
I really can't afford it right now. I couldn't hear you and when we first started court because.
Okay.
There was no voice, but what are my options for that?
Well, you don't have a driver's license at the moment, right? We can, I can have you just pay these out in payments, or, if you want to do community service instead of payments, they would just be convictions and we would be closing them out after a certain amount of time. If you need a payment plan, you're looking at fines of $218 on the speeding and $184 on the driver's license.
Okay, will community service help clear that up?
It would close them out without you having to pay the fines. You would be paying with your time in community service hours as opposed to making monthly payments to pay the balance off.
Okay, I could take community service.
Okay. Do you, are you currently employed also or no?
No, I'm a disability.
Okay. Would that disability prevent you from performing any community service hours?
Depending if it's down period.
Well, I'm going to allow you to choose the nonprofit to go to. It can be any nonprofit in Bexar County.
Mhm.
So any nonprofit here in the San Antonio area. Okay. So it could be, it could be Goodwill, the food bank, a soup kitchen, a church, any nonprofit like that. Okay. Maybe something near your home.
Yes, I live really close to Olmos, like in Olmos Park area.
Okay. Well, if
I'm
you
in-
can find organization that's a nonprofit nearby, you can do the hours there. Okay. We're going to send you, I'm just looking at the hours here. We're going to send you some information, which is a timesheet. Okay. Or when you stop off to make your payment for the registration, they can give you that information then. Okay.
Okay,
All right. So you're looking at 32 hours combined for both violations. Okay.
okay,
All right. I'm going to give you 90 days to complete that. Okay.
yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have any questions about that?
No, as long as I get a list of where I can.
Well, they won't give you a list. They're just the only requirement is that it be a nonprofit. Okay. And it can be anywhere in Bexar County. I'm not assigning you a specific location. I'm allowing you to choose the location near your home or that's convenient for you. You just have to do the 32 hours within 90 days.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. And then I'm going to give you until next Friday, the 18th, to stop by with a copy of your registration and to make that $20 payment, okay?
Okay.
All right, any questions?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Valerie, do we need any contact information from her?
I believe I have her email.
All right, Ms. Castro, that's all, as long as you make sure you stop by the court to make that $20 payment and provide a proof of the receipt. And then they'll send you some information on the community service hours, okay?
I have all three paperwork. I have the insurance, the registration, and I think the inspection sticker as well.
Okay, yes, if you could just stop off with the copy of that registration, they'll make a copy for the file, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you very much. You're free to go.
I just ended.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Mr. Dixon?
Judge, on Brandon, it's a 90-day reset to June 9th to look at the video pretrial.
Okay,
And Judge, I've got to just grab something real fast, so I'll be away for about 20 seconds. Pardon me.
okay. June 9th, you said?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Okay. All right, next up then is Robin Cortez. Robin Cortez, you're on mute.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Can you hear me?
Too. Can you
You
hear
got
me?
it? Okay, thank you. All right, did you get your driver's license? I know you had an appointment last month.
Yes, ma'am. I ended up getting my driver's license. I took a picture of my paper ID and emailed it to you all.
Okay,
And I could also pay the $100 today. The only thing is I don't know my ticket number to pay that online.
okay. If you want to email the court,
Okay.
they can send that to you, right, Valerie?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And her license copies, I dropped in the Dropbox.
All right, let me just check that out quickly.
Take your time, do whatever you want. I'm back, Judge. Sorry about that.
Thank you, Frank.
Had an art emergency. I won't go into details.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, Ms. Cortez, I see that driver's license. Very good. Thank you for that.
Mhm.
All right, so then we have the agreement on file, right, Valerie? It's $100 to get her started. Is there anything else she needed to provide?
It was gonna be the insurance in her name.
Okay. Do you
Yeah,
have that,
so-
Ms. Cortez?
No, I don't. I'm not currently driving. I don't have a vehicle. And I know it said to be put it on a policy as a driver. My grandfather is in charge of all that, and he's been in the hospital doing surgery with his gallbladder. So yeah, that's been a little hectic. But other than that, I was gonna ask you, is there any other type of insurance? Like, does it have to be driving or?
Yeah, they have non-owners insurance, which you can purchase on your own. You don't have to be on someone's policy, but
Okay.
you can purchase that for, it's available for those persons that don't own a vehicle, but it covers you.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. So, all right. So we're going to give you the information on, so you can pay that 100 today. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then within the next 30 days, I need proof of that insurance. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely do that.
Okay. So you need insurance within 30 days and send a copy as soon as you get it to the court. So we
Okay.
can have you on the deferral for that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Any questions?
No.
All right. Valerie, do we need anything else from Ms. Cortez?
Was she going to go on deferred for the other two, or for the, let's see.
You don't recall the notes on that one.
I just show a reset, I guess, because of her license. I guess it depended on getting her license.
Okay. All right. So we'll place you on the deferral, ma'am, for the failure to drive in a single lane. Okay.
Okay.
And then the driver's license will run concurrently. And then once you get your insurance, we'll have to place you on a deferral for that, but we can't do that until you get the insurance in your name. Okay. All right.
The ticket for the not staying in a single lane, that's the $100, right?
But it's going to go towards that, correct?
Okay. Okay, great.
All right.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. So it'll be 90 days on that one.
Okay.
And are you under the age of 25?
Yes, I'm 23.
All right. So you have to take the driving safety course for that moving violation. Okay.
Okay. And that's what is it called? Like driver's defense. I mean, I'm of course I've done a couple of them for my license.
A driving safety course, you'll get some information on where to look online to take that course. But as long as it's a Texas approved driving safety course, you'll have to take that. Okay.
Okay, so I'll need to provide that and the insurance the next time.
Correct.
Within 30 days. Okay.
All right. So we're going to send you some information on how to make that initial $100 payment. Okay. So that will go for the failure to drive in a single lane, as you're looking at 305 total for that one. We're waiving the fee on the driver's license because you now obtained it. Okay. So it's basically you've complied with that. So I'm giving you a 90-day deferral on that one as well, but you've already complied with getting the driver's license. And then the only other thing outstanding would be the insurance for the 355.
Yes.
And we can place you on a payment plan for that once you get the insurance. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Any questions?
No.
All right. Very good. All right. So just email the court and they'll send you that information on how to make that initial $100 payment. And as soon as you're able to get the insurance, submit that copy as well. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You're free to go. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You do the same. Take care. Okay. Next up is Dante Martinez.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well, yourself?
Good. Thank you. Let's see here. Failure to maintain insurance or financial responsibility. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. And display expired registration or license plate. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. Did you get the registration taken care of?
I actually do not have that vehicle anymore. My engine seized on me, so I sold it. But on my new vehicle, I do have current registration.
Okay. All right. So no longer have the other vehicle. Okay. What about the insurance? What's going on there?
Insurance is good as well. It's technically under my grandmother's policy, but I'm a driver on there.
Okay. So you have it now. You just didn't have it at the time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Let's see here. All right. We can place you on the deferral for the insurance. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
That would be $325. Are you able to pay that today?
Is there any way I can make payment plans?
Yes, we would need an initial payment of at least $50 to get you started.
Okay.
Okay. Can you pay that in the next 2 weeks?
Yes, ma'am, for sure.
All right. So 50 would be due by March 25th, and then we would put you on a payment plan. We would need a copy of your insurance.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. So we would need a copy of your insurance, and as long as you're listed as a driver, that will work. Okay.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
So as a condition of that deferral, you'll have to maintain insurance for 6 months. So you'll have to show us proof that you maintained it at the end of the 6 months. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. And then you said the other vehicle, you sold it or you got rid of it or what happened there?
Yes, ma'am. I sold it.
All right. Do you have proof that you sold the other car?
I honestly just sold it off of Facebook.
Okay. All right.
Like I said, the engine seized. I sold it for parts.
Okay. All right, so on that one, if you'll just pay the court costs, we can close that one out for the expired registration. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
all right, so the court costs are $81. Can you pay that in the next 2 weeks as well?
Yes, ma'am. I should be
All
good.
right. All right, so due on March 25th. So you owe $131 total with a copy of your insurance, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right. All right, so Valerie, we do need some updated information from him.
Yes, we do. We got a return letter.
Okay, Mara, do you want to speak with him in a breakout room to get that?
Yes, ma'am, or he could just email it to us.
Okay, Mr. Martinez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, do you see on that letter they sent you the email address for the court?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you could email the court, okay, with your current mailing address.
Okay.
All right, that way they have your updated contact information, okay?
All right. Yes, ma'am.
All right, so once you do that, they're gonna give you, well, once you do that, they'll send some additional information, but again, your payments will be due by the 25th, okay?
Okay. Yes, ma'am. And everything online, correct?
Well, if you're gonna make payments online, the minimum online is $100.
Okay. But I can go in and make a payment?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right, any questions?
Yes. No, ma'am.
Okay, you're free to go. Just make sure you email
All
the
right.
court.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. You have a good
Thank
day.
you. You do the same. Okay, next up is Joshua McCormick.
How's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Can't complain.
Okay, very good. All right, let's see here. You have a charge for defective stop lamps. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. And did you get it taken care of? What was going on
Yeah.
with the stop lamp?
So I had taken care of it by the time that I came in originally to pay the dismissal fee. But one of the folks there told me that I had to present a receipt. I had bought the bulbs back earlier in the summer of 2021. And so I didn't have a physical copy, but I did email in the receipt from Amazon as well as a picture of the fixed lights.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Is that in the Dropbox, Valerie?
Actually, I probably need to just forward it to you. He sent it this morning.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
So there, you fix it yourself, sir?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and it's properly working at the moment?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me just take a look at that once she sends that to me.
Okay, sent.
Okay. Okay, very good. All right, Mr. McCormick, then it is a $10 dismissal fee, okay?
Okay.
All right, so if you could just stop by or mail that into the court, you'll have until the 25th to submit that, okay?
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
All right, you're free to go. Thank you. Okay, next is Justin Munoz. Mr. Munoz.
Sorry about that. For some reason, I was muted. I'm here.
Okay, all right, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. And yourself?
I'm doing well. Are you feeling better?
Yes, ma'am.
Fully recovered?
I wouldn't say fully recovered. You talking about what had happened in November?
Well, it says you were in the hospital.
Yes, ma'am. I ended up getting I got shot in November 5th. And I was in the hospital for a whole month, and I got out and just kind of been doing therapy and stuff like that since then.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm glad you're with us today. You
Thank
have
you.
2 charges here from September. You have operate unregistered motor vehicle. How do you plead on that case?
No contest.
Okay, and then you have operate motor vehicle without a license plate or with only one license plate. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. Well, did you get the car registered and does it now have 2 license plates displayed?
So when they gave me the citations or whatever that day, or arrested us, whatever, they
Mhm.
actually vehicle in and it's still in impound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they haven't let me get it out of the impound yet.
Okay. All right. So how did you want to take care of these?
What are my options? I mean,
All right, so you can't get the vehicle out, so you can't get it registered. I mean, that's been in there a long time now. Basically you're looking at some sort of payment plan to try to take care of these.
okay.
All right, are you working or what's going on?
No, due to me being shot, it's kind of hard to work at the moment.
Okay. All right. All right. Frank, any ideas on Mr. Munoz's case? Would you like to visit with him? Frank? Did we lose him, Valerie?
Shows he's still on. The video's on.
Okay.
Maybe he stepped away a bit.
All right, Mr. Munoz, I mean,
There he is.
we can place you. No,
Sorry
I
about
was, okay. I didn't know if you heard Mr. Munoz's situation, but he can't get the car out of the impound, so we're trying to figure out some resolution to his cases. I don't know if you have any suggestions or if you'd like to visit with him.
I did hear that, Judge. I mean, I guess if he was in the hospital, he'd be eligible to have the warrant fees removed. That might reduce things. I don't know.
I guess was a warrant fee, is that right?
Yes, on both.
On both, so that would reduce them by $50 at least.
Yeah.
So you're looking at 175 and 175.
I think that's 350.
All right, Mr. Munoz, if you could pay one of them, I'll waive the fines and fees on the other. They would both be convictions, okay? So you're looking at 175.
And how would that affect my driving record? Just wondering.
Well, they're just equipment violations. So if there may be points assessed against you, but they're not moving violations. So
Yes, ma'am.
that would be up to DPS how it would impact your driver's license.
Yes, ma'am.
But this would simply close out the cases.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So for a payment plan, you would need, like I said, it's 175 total. Okay. And then to make an initial payment of $50, and then you would just be on a monthly payment plan until you can pay it off.
Yes, ma'am.
Could you pay the 50 in 2 weeks by the 25th of this month?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then there will be, if you go beyond the 30 days, then it's going to be a $15 time payment fee at the end. So you're looking at a total of $190. Okay.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
And that would close them out. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. So we'll place you on the payment plan. I'm sorry. Yeah. The payment plan for the operate without a license plate or with only one license plate. And we'll waive the fees on the registration. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right. All right. Then just make sure you make that payment within the next 2 weeks. You can stop by and make that in person or mail that in. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Will do.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, you do the same. Take care. All right, next up is James Schuman. You could press *6 to unmute, please.
Hello, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Good. Yes, ma'am. Loud and clear.
All right, very good. All right, so you have 3 pending cases. You have a speeding charge, 41 in a 25-mile-per-hour zone. How do you plead?
I already played. I went down there and paid deferred adjudication.
Okay,
I got it here on here. And what day was that? March 2nd. I
oh,
paid $253 for that.
no,
So
let's
I got
see.
is that good?
Let me see, we're gonna look that up real quick. I'm not showing.
Yes, you did.
He did, ma'am. He's on deferral for that.
Okay, so you're on a deferral for that, okay.
Yay.
All right, so then you have the 2 other cases then. You have
Yes,
the
ma'am.
driving the wrong way in a designated lane.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead on that one?
The same way, no contest. If I can get the deferred adjudication, I'll pay it today. That's okay.
Okay, all right, so that would be another 255,
Okay.
okay? And then you have failure to report a change of address on your driver's license. How about that case? How do you plead?
I've taken care of that.
Okay, and you have that you can provide us a copy with?
Yeah, I got it right. What's in my truck?
Okay, all right, so we just need a copy of that, and then
I guess it.
that's it. There's a dismissal fee, and I believe it's $20 for that one.
Okay, so I owe $255 plus 20. I can pay it today. Is that right?
That's correct.
I go down to the courthouse there on.
You can,
Olmos
or
Park.
you can, or you can do it online. If you'll just email the court, they can send you that information on how to pay that online.
No, I'm on the way that way anyway, going to work. I just dropped by and
Sure.
check. That'd be all right.
All
Oh,
right, yes, sir. Mhm.
I have another question.
Okay.
This deferred adjudication, I'm reading this right here. Now, if I take care of this, meet all the conditions, it will not go on my driving record. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes, sir.
I'll be down there later this morning.
All right, sir. All right. Thank you very much.
And they'll take care of all that, right?
They will take care. Yes, they'll take care of it once you make your payment, and they'll provide you some additional paperwork. Okay.
Thank you very much for your time. Have a real
right.
nice day.
You do the same, sir. Thank you very much. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, next is Brenda Tishani. You're on mute, ma'am. Okay, there we go.
I didn't think I.
What's that?
Yeah, I plead not guilty.
Okay, I'm going to have you visit with the prosecutor, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
So you're discussing on Mr. Schuman, the failure to report change of address?
Yes.
What if he doesn't have proof? Still take it?
What's that?
If he doesn't have proof?
Thought he said it was in his truck.
Well, no, when he came in on Monday, he said he needed his birth certificate from Iowa or somewhere.
Wait, say.
When he came in to get processed on the speeding, he said that he was having a hard time getting his birth certificate and he couldn't change the address on his driver's license.
No, I understood him to say he had a copy in his truck. Did I misunderstand?
Unless he got it, but if he doesn't have it, you want us just to reset?
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't get it, give him some time to get it. Just place him on a, well, Yeah. Give him 60 days to get it.
We'll see what he wants, because I believe it's the same gentleman, correct, Valerie?
I don't recall.
The older gentleman that came in.
That's fine. Just give him 60 days to get it and then,
For the dismissal?
right.
Okay.
I misunderstood what he said.
That's what I heard. That's not about his truck.
Right.
Sounds good.
Okay. We'll clarify it.
Myra,
All
for
right.
some reason, your microphone sounds real like
Staticky.
staticky. Yeah. Oh.
Okay. All right.
No, I don't know what's going on.
I'll go check it out.
All right. Well, let's call the docket one more time. This is the 10 a.m. docket on March 10th, 2022 for the City of Olmos Park Municipal Court. Gilberto Abundis. Reynaldo Escobar. Anthony Flores. Maria Flores. Luis Gomez. Isabel Guerra. Marcos Guevara. Joshua Haynes. Abigail Hernandez. Christopher Ivy. Jason Lawson. Damon McAuliffe. Janelle Patrick. Okay.